All right, get excited for this. This is probably the most exciting battle in the entirety of this regiment's early access operations preview. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here. And yes, as I said, this is regiments, and this is going to be amazing. Look at on the left side of the screen, we have illumination rounds that we're going to be utilizing to reveal enemy targets that are around this airfield as the Soviets and the East Germans continue their push into Western Germany. Well, this game is amazing, and for those of you who are excited for Warno, I've been saying it the whole time, Warno, Broken Arrow, Regiments are all fantastic games to keep your eye on for Cold War and modern warfare type games. This is going to be an amazing mission. We're just outside the airfield. Our forces have fought their way, and they're poised to strike on enemy positions, and I cannot wait to see how we'll stand against an enemy counterattack, but also how we'll stand against a defense of our own. Anyway, welcome back. Good to see you all here. We're going to push into some enemy territory here. Phase 5 begins now. We'll have 20 minutes to try to deflect any enemy forces and also try to hold the line here. We've reinforced with a few tanks and some other things here, so we'll have them brought in from the outskirts of the map here, and we'll go ahead and try to hold the line against constant enemy counterattacks. This is getting real damn brutal, and it is great because it really is one of those battles that no matter how well your victory is, you've still taken losses, and battles would be brutal like this. It's not going to be just complete one side of total victory with minimal losses. This is definitely all about how you try to conserve your forces and bring them back. Well, we'll have some enemy tanks approaching here soon. We've got about 50 points left to spend, but that's about it at this moment. We have ourselves a helicopter here that, or rather 2 helicopters that are resupplying as well, and it looks like they're getting real good in their veterancy. So we're going to go ahead and give some early battle commands here. We can move our units, by the way, anywhere within this blue circle that are fully connected back to the rear lines. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to attack to the left side. We're going to have our units here brush past whatever this is and try to take the valley west, but also hold the warehouses and the large city here. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's on pause, and let's get our regiments to work. All right, our forces are going to try to push forward. The illumination rounds will give us a little bit more effectiveness against enemy forces that are pushing forward. It works both ways, so we need to be cautious about that. We're going to push back a little bit. Just roll backwards a little bit and see if we can try to engage enemy forces there. We have supply units that are nearby. We're going to get them the hell out of the battle, and we're going to push forward with our own units. Looks like the enemy's using illumination rounds of their own. Yeah, they must be. All right, we're going to try to push forward and assault these positions and retake Valley West, or rather take it for the first time. And we'll try to get the supplies that are there. Choppers are coming in. Enemy phase events are playing out, which means that we'll be getting allies here shortly in order to push forward and attack with us. Reinforcements have arrived. Fantastic. Let's get our tanks here as well. We'll go ahead and try to hold around the center here. Excellent. The helicopters doing a fantastic job with their level of veterancy. We need to keep them resupplied as long as possible. Look at those illumination rounds over the airfield. That is amazing, man. Incredible. Helicopters are still engaging enemy units. Let's go ahead and get our units the hell out of the open field. We'll push left. We'll continue to attack and try to capture enemy supply areas, so that way we can continue to get the supplies that we need to continue to win this and fight this battle. All right, we're going to try to push to the right flank as well and hold the city over here. We have a Shilko nearby. Shilkos will defend against enemy aircraft. Enemy A-10s, American aircraft, are all around us. Let's go ahead and actually get these helicopters resupplied over here. BMPs are being destroyed as they push in now. We really need to push deep and capture these objectives. We will take losses no matter what. It's just that kind of a battle. BMP-2s are fighting against Panzer Grenadiers. Let's go ahead and get some artillery here ready on them. Let's pull back a bit. All right, Allied forces are pushing forward. This will be great. We will then wait for our allies to advance, and they'll meet up with our tanks here. Our T-64s are advancing on the airfield, and they will soon be able to push with our other allies and try to get all of the necessary kills on enemy positions. What do we have here for tanks? Oh boy, more Leo 2s dug in. Not great. Not what I wanted to see. Let's get them out of the way so we can capture the supply area. Alright, we're going to back up a little bit. Oh man, our forces are going to be suppressed everywhere. 13 seconds, a tactical missile should come in to clear those forces out of the way. Our tanks have been battered to hell with all that constant artillery. Enemy launching a counterattack at the village on the left, the right side. Our forces from the left will come over to assist. Let's get them the hell out of there. Here comes the tactical missile. Goodbye to those tanks. Hell yeah. Alright, we're going to have to back off with that attack. It's too strong. We're going to keep our helicopters there, continuously pummeling targets. Allies are arriving. Allies will be able to push into the area and help out those BTR-70s. Looks like they're attacking with infantry and anti-tank units. There's a unit back there firing ATGMs. Could be a transport of some sort. We're going to get all of our weakened units the hell out of here and see if we can continue to hold. Helicopters again out of supply. Oh no. That artillery is just absolutely brutal. It is so hard to continuously manage those units like that. Alright, let's get illumination rounds up over them. Alright, helicopters are going to have to fall back and get supply. We luckily now have 100 supply for our choppers.
Zone lost.
The main sector now being attacked by the enemy. Alright, we've held on the right side. Counterattack going on. Let's bring our forces back to capture the warehouses. Artillery again. Super accurate. Ridiculous accuracy. And constant from the enemy. That is some off-map support, so we'll just kind of have to continue to be speedy with our movements as best we can. We do not have enough supply to continue with artillery attacks. Well, we're going to have to call up something. Helicopters are resupplying at 30%. Those gobble up so much supplies, but those will save so many lives. Shilkers are in a good position to try to shoot down A-10s if and when they come in. Artillery barrage on those tanks. Allies are doing a good job of hitting that counterattack and may push into the airfield east. Air traffic control tower and hangar buildings here on either side. Enemy mortars are spotted. So there are enemy mortar units that are close by, as well as off-map artillery units that are constantly proving to be a problem. Let's go ahead and get our supply units to stay put for now. They're closing in on Leopard 2A1s. The amount of enemy tanks are just incredible, and they're dug in everywhere, and they're just incredibly difficult to dislodge without taking some sort of loss. We push up on the enemy position and then take losses, and then we're hit by artillery, and it's quite difficult to maintain that momentum. We're going to take a look at what's on the right side. Left side, we'll try to get some BMPs ready to go again.
Contact.
Let's try to get some tanks out. We'll try to push left now. Friendly forces pushing through. Alright, let's see if we can capture these airfield objectives. Enemy artillery is fleeing. We have broken through. Alright, I want to capture that airfield as quickly as possible. Forces on the right side are a little thin. I think we're going to flood into the middle and prepare for an enemy counterattack. Once we capture that, they're going to definitely counterattack. Left flank is important as well, but we're going to need more tanks. We got to bring everything back onto the line. As best we can, we must call everything back. Assault engineers, everything. Alright, where's our choppers? Alright, we are capturing the airfield east. Looking beautiful. Troops are in place. Alright, there's likely to be a counterattack at that position at some point. Want to bring the Shilkas up to defend. Ladies and gentlemen, we have troops on the airfield. Our troops now near the American A-10s that are parked nearby. They won't be able to use those. They may still have air support from nearby airfields and or sorties that are going to try to assist the airfield, but we're now recapturing the warehouses. Friendly forces are pushing to capture the airfield south. Actually, no, now they're pushing to the valley west. So let's go ahead and make sure that they're assisted over there. I do not want to bring my T-64s out of hiding with that amount of artillery that is so damn persistent. We'll push forward with the BMP-2s. No doubt that the Germans will be launching an attack. Damn. If the Germans are this tough, imagine the American forces. Helicopters launching attacks. Oh, American, or somebody's attacking. Shilka should be able to hit them. Oh, they did get shot at a little bit from friendly forces. Let's go back to the trucks here.
Zone captured.
And of course, artillery yet again on our forces. Let's go ahead and pull the Shilka back. It's being artilleried. Warehouse has been captured. Excellent. No forces on the right side have been spotted. We're going to have to hold short of that. Friendly forces pushing left. Fantastic. All right, BMP-2s, go ahead and advance here. All right, BMP-2s have arrived. Excellent. Valley West is being captured. The Germans have been significantly weakened. Supply trucks are out of supply. All right, the choppers can then assist on the right side. Barely any forces there to capture, but our main focus is at the airfield where we have it. We have a small portion of the airfield. We have all the operational sections here with all the important operations buildings, all the hangars. Minimal damage to the airfield as well. A little bit of damage to some of the hangars, but mostly intact. Runway 16. Looking real good here.
Zone captured.
All right, let's go ahead and bring our Shilkas nearby. T-64s need to defend against any sort of massive counterattack, tank-wise. Enemy seems to not be at the farm any longer. All right, we're capturing supply. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Enemy here dropping bombs on our choppers, though. All right, we'll pull back with one of those choppers, and we'll get the other one up. We'll come back with a group of 2. Oh boy, 3 to 5 platoons. This is it. What we've been waiting for. An unfortunate attack on our position shortly. Oh boy, this is going to be big. Enemy artillery is going to be pounding. They're locked and loaded, ready to go. Our forces are dug in. We should definitely get some supply to the front line. Now that we have it. We're going to push to the farm and capture that. All that remains then is the right flank, which we'll probably capture last. 7 minutes remaining on a more than likely brutal enemy counterattack. Let's go ahead and use illumination rounds. See if we can see them. Most of these operations taking place at night. Let's see if we spot any enemy forces in front of us. Enemy Martyr here, Panzer Grenadiers defending. BRM-1Ks are firing at them. Heat or EG rounds there. Illumination rounds in the air. Look at that. Look at that. Incredible. I love that, man. That is so cool. I really think we should get more tactical aid in games such as these. I really want to see more off-map support and different things that we can do to change up the tactics and not necessarily just always get new weapons and such all the time. The enemy's got a big attack coming, no doubt. It's got to come here sometime soon. Choppers are ready to go again. Let's get them quickly to the airfield. Group of 2 choppers are on the way. Alright, we're about to capture the farm again. This will give us more supply. We can capture more supply along the right flank, but we still need to capture the northern side of the airfield. Enemy unit spotted. We have oh boy, we have ourselves a war. Massive enemy force pushing forward here. An incredible amount of tanks. Enemy forces attacking the left flank too. We're gonna have to hold. Aircraft have arrived.
5 minutes remaining.
A massive West German counterattack. Oh my god. Forces holding to the last man. We're firing everything that we can. T-64, B-1s, BBs, BMP-2s, helicopters, anti-aircraft support. We're gonna have to launch another artillery strike on this position. We need to stop their advance. Anti-aircraft coming in. They're going right into another artillery barrage. Enemies will counterattack and capture. We're holding for the attack on the left flank. Let's go ahead and capture this position here. Well, actually, I accidentally pressed Q there. That's right, we'll recapture that farm on the left flank momentarily. The main focus is here. We're holding. So long as we have the hill, we can roll back onto that airfield. Helicopters are back up. All right, attack those Leopard 2A1s out in the open. Let's get some illumination rounds back up. An unfortunate wipe of the BMP-2s and the BTRs there. Those troops dug in deep. Helicopters are back up again. I will set a BTR group there to capture. We need another BTR group to hold. Enemy anti-aircraft dealt with. Out of ammunition again on our choppers. German tanks retreating. Successfully making it out of there. Back to gather more supply for our choppers. Force is looking in pretty good shape here. Going back out to the airfield again with the BMP-2s. Alright, good job. Everybody held quite nicely. We're going to try to capture the right flank as well. And the left flank as well. See if we can make these forces go around that barrier. Hopefully they get around that. All right, we have 1 minute and 37 seconds left. We really just want to make sure that we recapture the airfield. An incredible counterattack from the enemy. HQ unit spotted. Let's go ahead and hit them with artillery. Let's hit them with illumination rounds again. Incredible, man. Just a wonderful combination of world and conflict.
1 minute remaining.
And war game, just absolutely phenomenal. Alright, BMPs are on the way. Units will be on the way on the left side. They should be able to easily recapture that farm on the left side. It's a perfect target for us to take. Oh boy. Zone captured at the last second. Let's get those forces out of there. Right, let's get those choppers. Well, we have the lower side of the airfield, and we deflected a counterattack which was absolutely brutal. The amount of German forces that came out of that airfield was insane. I really cannot believe we saw that many forces there. That is insanity. All right, the farm is ripe for the taking. Look at all those, look at the Mi-24P itself was able to destroy several Leopards. Just one of them was able to destroy, or maybe this is a group of two. It should be an individual, I believe. T-64 is destroying a lot of units here too. Leo 1's, just the amount of tanks, just crazy. Well, we've taken some good losses too, but I think the Germans are probably on the short end of the stick there, as they took a lot of tank damage. And the Americans, of course, will counterattack at some point. Now we have 180 operational authority. This is good stuff for us. We can upgrade to BMP 3s, but we really need to replenish the losses of our tanks. So we immediately need to take T-64s. Any sort of tank needs to be immediately resupplied here, especially our veterans here. We'll go ahead and get all these forces back up and running. 5, 6, 5, 4, good. BMPs are down and out for the most part. Wow. BTRs are okay. We got plenty of those. Good amount of units there to take the brunt of the attack. We definitely need some more rifleman units here. There we go. BRMKs are fine. Assault engineers are good as well. We're going to have to defend against counterattacks, so we will definitely need more forces to hold the line. Now we finally get to buff up a little bit before we get to finally counterattack. T-80Us and such are here. We'll be able to probably use those T-80Us in the next round, after the next round. That'll be a good thing for us to utilize towards the end. We'll have to save some points to make sure we do it. But we should be able to take some of the objectives that still remain on the field. But it is more important for us to have a high number of units than rather elite units. Elite units can be easily dunked on by a artillery shell or retreat to the rear. We're definitely going to have to monitor that. BMP-2 is here as well. BMP is doing a fantastic job of holding against enemy counterattacks, as they're able to continuously fire their ATGMs and take out units and suppress them with their autocannons as well. I think even though I'm really wanting to upgrade our Molot here in order to get the T-80U and T-64 B1Vs, we're going to have to get more of these BMP-2s out. It's just absolutely required that we get more and more units out so that way we can hold. Now we want more BMP-2s for certain. Anything over 4, really. Reinforced with 3 units here. For 20, we're down to 15. We'll go with the Let's see. I think we will actually hold there, and that should be good. Engineer support. Now we can dig in a little bit more if we get up to 50, but we'll hold with what we've got. Let's go ahead and go to our events now, and we can then take a recon focus here. Platoons may retreat on their own. Interesting. That might be something that we will probably see. Let's actually do that. We'll take that as a negative for this time. No, we'll take recon focus, actually. So that way we can... yeah, we'll take our recon focus so that way we should be able to find out where the enemy will attack from. Or rather, where their defenses may lie for the next round. That would actually be a good thing for us. To battle we go yet again. Excellent. Now, if I haven't mentioned it, remember that Regiment's Operation Firebird is available for its playtest on Steam. I can't get enough of it.
Objective received.
And that's why we're back for more. So it is now morning of the next day, and I will see you all next time for the capturing of the supply zones and the crossing into the airfield. We'll get our forces to where they need to go to capture the farm. That'll bring us some more supply, and we should have ourselves the advantage. Oh boy, 30 more points that we'll gain for taking the airfield, plus another 120, I believe, for being done with this section, this phase. Could be a good day for us, and a bad day for the enemy. So long as we can conserve our forces, we should be good. We have until Phase 7 to capture it, and we'll have to hold it for Phase 8. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. Have a good afternoon, good evening, good night. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time for the exciting conclusions of Regiments. The Kerch Chain Airfield Base shall be ours. Glory to Raptoria on the way out. I'll see you next time. Thanks for leaving a like. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.